Hello YouTube, this is the lightswornjoker coming at you with a deck analysis of the Disaster Dragon that I was requested to make. Quick backstory, I'll probably not be able to post a video for the rest of the week until sometime next week because I'm going to be on vacation. And depending on what time I get back from vacation, I might be able to head to Nats. So I don't know how this will go. But here's the Disaster Dragon deck. Also, I'll be posting up that 6 Samurai probably when I get back for the dude. Sorry I didn't have time to do it this week. I have a lot of things on my mind. Alright, first up, 3 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragons. It's basically a themed summoner, 28 beat stick, and it looks really cool. Look at what you have. Also, it's a great card for the deck. Adds the swarming abilities. Next up, 2 Lad. It's basically a defensive backbone of the deck. Adds more control. And if you can Future Fusion before you're getting this out, you tend to, when it dies, bring out Red Eyes Darkness Metal. Plus, it's easy to summon with Totem Dragon. Next up, 1 Prime Material Dragon. 24 beater, 2000 defense. Stops destruction, so it's a great card to bring brought back by Red Eyes Darkness. And it will, if you can bring this out first turn on Frog FTK, you can offer a handshake. Next up, some more defense to the deck. 3 Light and Darkness Dragon. If you don't know what it does, it stops your opponent from being able to special summon light, or no, either player from being able to special summon light or dark monsters. It's a 19 beat stick with 16 defense, and it's great for matchups because a lot of decks are light and dark. We have Lightsworn. I got this out on Perfect Herald yesterday and won because he couldn't do anything after that. Infernity's huge deck that runs darks, and Blackwing. They're still in your meta. I lost one this week. My locals opened up 2 whirlwinds for 3 games in a row. I was like, what the fuck? Told him he was lucky, but yeah. Next up, 3 Wyverns. I actually questioned dropping this card to 2. It's great if you can Future Fuse it or get to the graveyard quick, but this deck doesn't throw stuff to the grave as much without that card. So I questioned putting it to 2 because the deck runs 21 monsters and replacing the 3rd one with a Trap Dust Shoot. It's because I like the card. Next up, 3 Masked Dragon. It's 1400 attack, 1100 defense. It's a floater for the deck. It allows the deck to have more of a toolbox theme along with control. You can bring it back with Red Eyes Darkness to search your deck for multiple cards. Next up, all the stuff the deck can use Masked Dragon in a toolbox for. First up, 2 Dread Dragon. It's a level 2 tuner that's effective as if it's destroyed by battle. You can search your deck for any level 3 or lower monster. So you can use it to search your deck for Masked Dragons or whatever type of dragon you need. It's pretty cool. I like it. And it allows you to synchro. Synchroing is always nice. Next up, 2 Totem Dragon. I misplayed in the video. I'm sorry, YouTube. I didn't know this. I didn't know I need no monsters to use the effect. Had I known that, I would just flip call, but still. The good thing about Totem Dragon is you can use it for a 2 tribute. If you know your opponent has oppression, you could probably use this even to sack for Red Eyes Darkness. Also, the fact is, it helps set up for combos of Lad, and Lad this format is a win condition on its own. Next up, 1 Exploder Dragon. Like I said, it adds more of a toolbox theme to the deck using Masked Dragon. This is for quick destructions of pesky things in your way like Armor Master, Colossal Fighter, or even something like Judgment Dragon. I did that to someone this week. Forced the Gardna, and then swung in with the, what's it called? Masked Dragon to get this and swing at JD. He was like, what the f. It was funny. Next up, 1 Debris. It's a level 4 tuner. It allows me to go into Exploder Dragonwing, and it can bring back Totem Dragon to Synchro 6 into Iron Chain. It's not too bad. You always need a tuner. Next up, Heart of the deck allows swarming Future Fusion. Play Future Fusion, you can send 2 Wyverns, I normally do, 1 Darkness, 1 Prime, and then something else of your choice. It allows the deck to swarm, and if you're lucky, you can get 5-headed off. 2 Gold Sarcophagus, you didn't see that card. 2 Gold Sarcophagus, helps you get Future Fusion, set up for the combos, and it's an OTK card, basically, if you get the Future Fusion sometimes. So, helps. Next up, 2 Book of Moon. Help you topple pesky cards, have more defensive backbone if you need to. And there was something else I used it for. Oh, if your Lad gets low on attack, you can double chain, so their card's effect will go in, you can book Lad, and it'll gain all of its attack back. I did that to someone that used Full Helm's effect with my what's it called? Some dragon exploder. Alright, brain control to snag monsters. Burial. I run the Burial because Red Eye's Darkness Metal Dragon can be special by removing a dragon, along with the Wyverns and Grave, along with Totem Dragon. So a lot of the deck will get removed. If not, I question actually teching a DDR over this. But it's all tech choice. This card is pretty much all tech right there. Heavy Storm, Cold Wave, MST. I chose the MST just because it's an alright card. Cold Wave I like to set up for big plays, and Heavy Storm I think is stable. And I like Cold Wave nowadays against Infirmity. Sorry, I was trying to move cards around. Call the Haunted. I chose Call the Haunted because this deck runs a lot of big beat sticks. And you can use it to get them back, like Red Eye's Darkness. You can go Future Fusion, call it back if you need to. There's a bunch of cards you want to bring back from the grave pretty easily. Next up, Mirror Force. Defense. Nothing much you can say about it. It's Mirror Force. Two of my favorite cards for the deck. Burst Breath. No one got to see me play this. I played it against a bunch of other decks. Basically, if you don't know what this card does, is you tribute one monster with however much attack, and then for every monster in your opponent's field that has less than the attack on their defense, so if you have a higher attack than their opponent's monster's defense, all those monsters will die. I did this on some X-Saber player. I summoned the 1100 attack, or what's his name, Dread Dragon. He had 2 Bogarts, and I think a Pashul. I went and Burst Breath, just killed his whole field. It was funny as hell. Right before he could summon his Bogart, because he drew and he just smiled. I was like, oh, he's got Bogart. Alright, 2 Bottomless. Staple. 1 Torrential Tribute, just to keep swarms from appearing. You don't want it. You don't ever want that. Now for the defensive backbones, I think these 2 have now become a staple at 1 in every deck. Solemn for the controlling factor, and the 1 Starlight Road. I don't think you ever need more. I think these have now become a staple in all the decks. I'm sorry. Now for synchros, I'm going to tell you this now. There's 1 synchro here. Here's what it would be. I lost my Trident Dragon yesterday. I don't know what happened to it or where it went, but I had a Trident, so I'm sorry. Alright, Trident Dragon. I never really synchroed it once, but it still looked cool. Wurm, just because. Red Dragon, staple. 2 Stardust. Staples, plus you can bring out all the dragons back from your grave with Red Eye's Darkness. Colossal Fighter, staple. Exploder Dragonwing. I'm running Exploder Dragonwing because 1, it's a themed level 7 Cataster. If it attacks any monster with an attack that is less than or equal to its attack, which is 2400, it automatically dies and they get burned whatever its attack was for their life. So it's like Cataster on crack. Next up, 1 Ancient Fairy Dragon. I'm running a Debris Dragon, so this adds another dragon synchro to the deck. So might as well. 1 copy of Black Rose. It says staple. I'll move these out of the way. 1 Iron Chain. Running the Iron Chain because I'm running Debris Dragon. You can summon Debris to bring back Totem and Synchro 6 for him. 1 Brionac, stable. 1 Goyo, stable. 1 Cataster, staple. 1 Armory Arm. The deck can go into 4 with Dread Dragon and Totem. I did that so when I brought back Dread with Totem with its effect and summoned Dread and Synchro 4 so I could win because he only had 100 in his monster on the field was Emerald Blade. Alright, 5-headed dragon. You need 1 or 2. I'm just running the 1 because I can never bring it out, seems like. But the goal is just so you can pitch 5 dragons. You just go Future Fusion, reveal him. In my deck. Painful choice, basically. Alright, YouTube. Thanks for watching. Please, and, yeah, I don't know. Alright. And like I said, I'll try and post up the 6 Samurai deck. And I'll enjoy I'll have a nice time. I'm going to be on vacation. Enjoy your day. And goodbye.